My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Monster Train 2. I promise I hit that button. I promise I hit the random button, I know, because it changed the Lunar Coven over into the Pyreborn. But we still get to maintain Hef. Woo! We have Life Mother's Pyre as our Pyre Heart. Always a big fan of that. 2 copies of Biocast, 2 copies of Bonk in the base deck, which are going to be very helpful, at least the Bonks, especially against Seraph Eternus Chosen of Savagery. Wait, did I have Bonks in the base deck of the last run? I think I did. Then there's also a Pyre Steward as well. I like you a lot less now that your ability is not an ability and instead is a trigger on Slay. Used to be an ability to just every turn invest any excess mana into restoring Pyre health, which it was so much better. I guess like Railforge does kind of need a couple of backline units. It doesn't really have that many of those. Crucible Steward comes to mind, Pyre Steward. Train Conductor, maybe. X-Cost cards get +2 to their X value when played. Let's actually have a look at the X-Cost cards that exist. Now, obviously, you know, there's all of the ones in Railforged. I'm not particularly interested. Like, yeah, I do think Juggernaut would be fun. I would take Hammerfall. Like, all of these, yes. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying, like, anytime I am offered Molten Manifold, by necessity, these already exist in my run, because I'm already playing Railforged. So what can it do with Pyreborn? Just the Brain Spike? Ugh. Disgusting. Prismatic Dragon Scales, probably significantly better then. I mean, obviously, if it ends up giving me a Juggernaut, I'm gonna regret it, but... what are the odds of that? Don't you goddamn dare do it to me. I'll take Handy just because we took Refined last run. I don't want to just be doing the same hat every time. Got to make sure that I take no Pyre damage in this fight as well. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. Hell, if I could heal up, that'd be nice as well. I'm thinking this and this and this and this. Bonk! And we get the Slay as well. Yeah, that's great. Do you have Artificer? No, you don't have Artificer as an ability, so I'll just equip you. I guess burn a Fire Starter and then just throw a Spear Steward on the top line. Yeah, just so it's capable of collecting a Collector. Bit more Forge to Forge. And this one I'll burn. I need another one of those. Definitely got to play out the Vengeful Shard, of course. Have equip another weapon. One down. I'm pretty sure we're okay here. Getting less and less sure all the time, though. Ooh. Well, I get to give out another weapon, which is nice. That'll be a bit more defense that I can deploy. Okay, good. We're okay. Salvage through that. There's additional weaponry. Hell yeah. And that'll be 3 Dragon Horcrux. And I'm happy to loot at 6, so as long as we don't take any damage in the next fight, we're all good. Yes, and yes, Renovate is an X-Cost card, and yes, X+2 is good for it. I don't think it's, like, transformative, though. I'm actually kind of keen to just take another bonk. I really, really, really think having a lot of Forge generation while I have Hef here, giving us crafted equipment every second turn, so I have the ability to consistently apply that Forge to units. Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is the hard thing, because I want it to be alchemy. I want it to be Alchemy really bad. Merchant of Steel Railforged is going to be our pick, and then Merchant of Magic Railforged almost certainly afterwards. Alchemy is a bit of a problem here for us, because if I draw it in the same turn as Vengeful Shard, well, I have a little bit more control over energy. If I draw it in the same turn as a Vengeful Shard, as long as I also have a Salvage, I'm fine. This would get us to 8 by the end of the next fight, which would be really good. 6 is fine, but 8 is better. I don't want Golden Touch mainly because it competes against Bonk. But also, it loops into actually getting the 8 that I want, so I'm happy with that too. Say this. Okay. Multi-strike certainly interesting. Dualism a little less so until I find someone who cares about it. Unfortunately, Dualism can't affect any of these. If I'm going to give Multi-Strike to anything, it feels like it should just be the Pious Steward. Slay to restore more health. I think it's just Salvage Machine. The Scrap Harvest is so powerful with the Salvage in the base deck. And Conductor Steward forcing an attack round is nice. It doesn't really compare, though. Unfortunately, Dualism doesn't affect either of you. Dang. Not that I didn't know that, of course. We'll give Multi-Strike just to the Pious Steward. I'll also give additional health to the Shield Steward that's going to end up standing in front of that Pious Steward for a while. I kind of also want to just give out the plus 14 to the Pious Steward. I don't want to have to look for additional something else for you later. You shouldn't be part of my endgame build. You can be powerful right now, and that'll be fine. Yep. Into a Titan Skin. Yeah. Not thrilled about this. Salvage Machine sitting alone on top there. Okay, now with this 6 Forge, I'll equip the Pious Steward. Okay, I'm liking it more. I'm liking it more. Hell yeah. Salvage Vengeful Shard, salvage, and then burn the Calcite Ember. Bonk. Salvage a Fire Starter. Yeah, I'll just wait to salvage any additional energy I can get next turn, and then I'll pump out Hef's equipment. Is that better? Or do I just throw it on the Steward right now? So that in 2 turns' time I can make another equipment for Hef. Yeah, I might need 2 floors to combat this. I think not just because of the strength of the Pious Steward, but unfortunately we're dealing with spikes, so the Pious Steward's multi-strike is both a positive and a negative right now. Oh, this is great. Oh, this is perfect. I literally get to play the Alchemy. Oh, yay. Oh, incredible. We're up to the 8 on the Dragon Sword. We've just been healing the Life Mother's Pyre this entire time. Oh, come on. Now it's offering me the Hammerfall. Steel Pulley Claw is still really good, though. Yeah, it's just really good. Fireball for some AoE. And yeah, you loot the full stack, actually. I think that's a good idea. Spells gain +3 damage for each upgrade on their card. That's really good with Fireball and Bonks in the base deck. Fireball Insignia, when you equip a friendly unit, gain Conduit 4. I mean, yeah, Hef. But Hef gives out a lot of equipment. That'll be a surprising amount of Conduit as well. And Flaming Talons. I want all of these. I'll take Fireball and Insignia first. Manifold Mirror. First room card, Blade Edge Battle is applied to all floors. A Manifold Mirror Steel Pulley Claw. When I play it, I just have the ability to pull units to different floors constantly. I actually think I get a lot more value out of just taking Lost Luggage, specifically because of how powerful it is to have a bunch of cards in hand when you have Salvage. Also, on the very first turn, I'm almost certain to have a Salvage, but also I am almost certain to be able to generate a Refined Scrap, which I can then salvage to get the energy to play the rest of the hand. Yep. Merchant of Magic. Happy with it. Double stack Pyre Cask is reasonably likely. Heal the Forge equal to Pyre Cask. It's probably not going to happen. +20 in Consume. Maybe. For a Fire Starter. I'll double stack one Pyre Cask. I'll even reroll. Spell Chain. On the salvage, I decrease the cost of? Absolutely. I'll send Magic Power for a bonk. Spike Driver Factory. 1 Ember, 3 size. Ability Spider Assembly. Add a Spike Driver spider to your hand and then craft it. Crafting, adding... Craft? Is craft only used on this card? Is craft a keyword that only has this card? Interesting. Anyway, I'll be taking it because it's a really good replacement for the Shield Steward. It's got more health than it, and it's the same size. Oh, it's got to be craft a random equipment on a unit, right? The only problem with the random equipment on the unit here is that it'll replace, like, if Hef wants to give crafted equipment to someone, I'll have to replace the equipment they're already holding. So do I graft equipment onto a Spike Driver Factory instead then? Or do I just put it on the Pyre Steward and then, like, all of my swords go elsewhere? It's definitely not gain a random graft unit. Given the fact that this game finds so much importance in reliability and immediacy for the way that you counter threats, I just don't see how Animate is almost ever the right option. Negative, like, pulls from the random equipment have even been removed from this pool. So it's not like you're even risking, like, awful things. I think Boilerplate was even removed because it wouldn't do anything. Anyhow, all that said, look, it's either the Spike Driver Assembly or it's the Pyre Steward. I'm going to make it Spike Driver Assembly because if I want, I can dupe this and put it on a second floor as well. Swift Steel Dagger. Look, I can't say I want... It's better than not having a Swift Steel Dagger on that. Can we agree on that? It's better than not having a Swift Steel Dagger. If I knew it was going to be a Swift Steel Dagger, maybe I would have put it in a different... Let's just fight Archon. Why are we arguing? This happens every Thanksgiving. Let's Spike Driver the bottom line, then Shield Stewards a second. Wait, hang on. You're the pushback bad boy. I don't know if I'm allowed to put the salvage machine on the top line by itself, but I am drawing 10 cards, so hopefully I draw a way to defend. here. I mean, worst comes to worst, I could just make it a Spike Driver Spider, right? Okay. Now, what are we gonna do here? I want to get the Pyre Cask on Archon. Let's get that salvage in hand. Let's scrap that salvage. Now I have a Steel Polychlor, which I will use on the bottom line in order to yoink down our salvage machine that is now safe. Apply armor 4 to the front friendly unit. I guess you'd apply that to yourself, which would give you the ability to stay on the top line as long as you have enough. Survivability, which I can do. I can make that be the case. Actually, you know what? Spike Driver Factory having this upgrade is pretty good, no matter what, because it causes a unit to be equipped. So that's just 4 Conduit on the bottom line, which is really useful with this deck. Then I guess Firestarter's on top. Okay, so Spike Driver is now played with enough health to survive the top line. Then it strikes the enemy, getting enough armor to help it continue surviving, which means that it'll be splitting Archeon's focus to the top line every so often, which is nice. Heft. Look, this is just going to be a 5/5 for someone. Is that important? Yeah, it's important for the conduit if nothing else. I really want to play the alchemy, but obviously cannot. Let's craft a unit first. There, that's a big Spike Driver to just throw on the top line. Salvage through a Shield Steward I'm not playing. Got that big Pyre Cask up for the top line. What I really need to win the fight is just survivability. Oh boy. Let's turn off the forge points, play the additional Spike Drive top line. Turn on Forge Points. Salvage a Spear Steward. Play Alchemy. Next turn, we fight on the bottom line. I'm going to use Hef's Generation to give much more armor to Spike Driver Spider as our frontliner on that next turn. Oh, it's Hef now. Oh, right, because the first was killed and then the second was moved. Hoist to bring down the most potent of the spiders from the top line, and we're already winning on the bottom line now, which guarantees that we will keep our stuff. Great! Yeah, there we go, and now we don't even lose a unit. Beautiful. That'll be another 3 for us, thank you kindly. Anvil Breaker, spend all Forge Points. No, I have better ways to spend my Forge Points. Superheated doubles the amount of High Gel on the target. Not awful, but like just getting a second copy of Higher Cask is basically as effective as it right now. If I had a lot of Higher Gel application, maybe. Soldier of Fortune draws a minion out of the deck. Really, unfortunately, I don't want any of these. Yeah, damn, these are all really not helpful to me. Oh god, this is really annoying. Yeah, I'm straight up skipping. I'm always quite partial to Crucible Steward, especially when I have half. I think maybe Capacity first. And then we'll save this. We gotta wait until we get the next level for a random artifact. Merchant of Steel Fireborn Banner? No, I don't need that. Friendly units enter with Burst 1, certainly nice. Gel Transfuser, when any unit dies, their Pyre Gel is spread amongst enemy units. That's also not bad. I don't really apply a huge amount of Pyre Gel, but I will get more Pyre Gel courtesy of the Dragon's Horde. Too many card except for your champion. I'd happily take a second copy of that salvage. With 0 cost and spell chain. Oh, maybe I should have looked at the alcove first, just in case. Oh! Yes! I haven't had this event in ages! And I have enough health to give you. Here you go. Friendly units gain Avarice too. Thank you for the free artifact. Well, I say free. It cost me 10 health. Here's 10 more health for a Trader's Quill. Whenever a card with Consumer's Blade, deal 30 damage to the front end unit. Here's 10 more health, by the way. Oh my god, we're getting all of these. Not that I can trigger the Sacrificial Chris. Apply High Gel 5 to enemy units when a Whelp dies. Here's 20 health, by the way. I've hit every 50-50. At start of turn, friendly units gain 5/5 if they're the only unit on the floor. And I'll also accept the Looming Dark Shard. When you draw a Blight or a Scourge, gain 1 energy and draw a non-Blight or non-Scourge card. So good. Oh! Oh, that event! Weaponsmith takes Artificer or Handy upgrade for more weapon. I like Artificer, actually. I like Artificer a lot more. Handy gets up to holding 3 weapons. It's like, yeah, alright, but... when am I getting weapons that I might want to put on you individually? Merchant of Arms, next area. Merchant of Arms, couple areas after. Fine, I'll take Handy too. I'm a little wary of it though. Yeah, we'll be able to deal with the Pennant Press on each floor. Hopefully it doesn't affect our fire situation. Yo, this extra draw on turn 1's so sick. Spike Driver finds... Ooh! Ability of Boom. Not bad. Let's play you, and then blow you up. Firestarter plus Bonk is enough to take out the enemy frontline. Salvage through a Shield Steward. Bonk the enemy backline. And then, yeah, overstacking the bottom line is definitely where I want to go. So steal Bully Claw and start pulling people down. If we start with Hef first, we slay on this line. Alright, now Hef, you can give a big crafted piece of equipment to the Pious Steward, who now will slay much earlier than that. I'm not going to move any... Wait, actually. 32... Oh, it's literally the difference. Right. Just pull down the Space Steward, and that's enough to finish off the bottom line. Bottom line's already done for. I couldn't hit the mute button fast enough, but I managed to hit the pause instead, so you didn't hear my sneeze. I'm not fallible. I'm not even human. I'm a robot. What do I want to do here? Salvage is salvage. I'm taking like a harvest slay. Well, harvest. I'm taking avarice triggers away from my team by doing that. Big Crucible Steward. Bring Big Crucible Steward down. I mean, for someone that I maligned so much at the start of this run when I saw it, we have to admit the Pious Steward's been doing incredible work for us. I'm getting back to healthy. You are kidding me. Well, yeah, let's try some stuff. Got him. I know there were definitely better moves, but also the longer that it takes us to actually get this kill here, the better off we are because of the whole avarice situation. So I'll accept the worst version of it that kills the bottom line. And we're back update Dragon Horde. Woo! Damn it, can I just have the sentry gun, please? Now that I know that I have to put it on the second floor, I just want it. Anvil Breaker, Railgun. It's somewhere to put the extra energy, at least. And full throw. You know what? Give me the railgun. I'll put that on the bottom line. We can make that work. Greed? No, don't have an empty line. Stuck up wealth, I would love. But I think it's... Is it too late? Because I can only really get you to the bottom line by pulling you down. You know, it's too late for you. I'll take Make It Rain. Just hits a number of times, and that's real good. When you damage your own unit, I don't want to do that much. Units gain 3/3 for each upgrade on the card, please. 3 additional deployment energy 100% of the time here. I now don't need to take deployment energy at all. And it's definitely time for me to hit up Merchant of Arms if I've got handy in this deck. Geared Gauntlet is not what I would call equipment that I want. Full stop. Replaces the ability of the unit as well. Oh, man. I do like Pyre Shoot. The Pyre Shoot, Trapped Shoot. I think it's like a really good safety tool. Every 3 turns, you can just descend a line from the top line back down to the bottom. I'm going to take that and roll. Mind Cage is huge. Void Armament's huge. Mind Cage on Hef gives you the ability to make a weapon every turn, which I think is much more important than any of the other decreases I could get. I think Void Armament is also really important here. I think it'll help Hef scale damage to the point that I don't have to worry so much. Having 4 energy on the right turn to be able to do it, it's a bit of a toughie. I'm gonna combine you, though. I almost want to dupe that card, but I can't do it here. Make something deployable. I feel like deployable should be the Steel Pulley Claw so that I can overstack the bottom line quickly. Oh, thank heck with double removal as well. No, you can't have the Looming Dark Shard. But also, this will just nerf me. I can't believe you. You bastard. Get out of here. Get the hell out of here. I have too many artifacts. The blade would have just taken damage from me. Spear Stewards are easy cuts here. In fact, I'll also go and cut the other Shield Steward as well. I'm pretty close to starting to cut salvages. Yep. Give him multi-strike. Just have to worry about more survivability for the bottom line than I usually have been. There. This. That one. Oh my god, we don't have a single harvest in the first hand? That's wild. Thankfully, we do. Turn out Calcified Ember, play both shards, trap shoot top line. Hef, you can't make equipment every turn yet, but you should still make one this turn at least. Spike Driver Factory. Yep. Just make Spike Drivers and put them on future floors to explode. And there we go. Damn, they're really aggressive against the Spike Driver Factory. It needs another defensive upgrade. Needs it yesterday. Immobile. I did not read. I mean, I'd love to play the merged equipment, but like, realistically, I can't do it this fight. Huh? Excuse me, what did you consider the base cost of my 4-cost merged equipment to be? 0? Ridiculous. Wait, it's F11? F10. F8? It's F8. Merged equipment's base cost is considered to be 0 for smelt. That's got to be a bug, right? Its base cost is 4. Ugh. Anyway, well... Oh, not restart battle. No, whoa, hey, excuse me. Back to the top of the turn. I guess I do just play alchemy then. Another boom ready for the next line. Yeah. I mean, the shield steward has just been getting stronger and stronger on that top line this entire time. And now it'll be the railgun getting that. Just gives more armor out. Got him. Just enough, baby. Oh yeah, it would have propagated the biogel to itself every time it died, but of course it only had 1 health. Well, and not propagated, it just would have passed it to itself because of the gel transfuser. Magnetic Relay, return a non-champion friendly unit to your hand, and its attached equipment. That's a pretty decent way to heal a unit, but if I'm overstacking floors, it's less valuable. I basically just use it to pull someone out of danger and put them elsewhere. Disassemble, Forge 5 by killing a unit. Got to be a friendly unit, so it'll probably just be a spider most of the time. Car Collapse, just AoE for that bottom line after the 1 turn. It's a turn's worth of safety for the bottom line, the Car Collapse. It's not bad either, to be honest. 30 times the capacity of this floor, so that's 210 damage AoE. Yeah. I have 1 Brain Spike, reduce cooldown by X, apply 2x Avarice. That's a way to get the Crucible Steward. Get its ability back. Get the ability back of Spike Driver, or Scrap Metal, or even Weapon Crafts. I'm more interested in Mind Cage, honestly. Just pop that on a unit. Only problem is I make so much craft equipment if I do this correctly. I'll take the 5 more Brain Spike, it's okay. And... Yeah, safe. Okay. I did that wrong. Merchant of Trinkets with this much money. Thank you. On deployment phase, draw an equipment card from your deck, reduces cost to 0. Please. Yep, merged equipment is my only piece of equipment in the deck. Great. I'll take that. I'll also take Deepwood Oil, equipped units gain armor 10, and Void Fragment. At the end of battle, purge a card. Hell yeah. I would take Versatile Ember Staff, but I don't play a lot of my Scourges. I will, however, take Expanded Coffers. Empyrean Well really now wants me to dupe Alchemy, because I do need to play more Alchemy. I want to get another copy of my Super Salvage, because I am just going to start cutting all of the other salvages from my deck, and having, like, these super dense salvages is going to be really useful for us. I also really want to get some upgrades on the Spike Driver Spider. Also, any enemy that wants to give me Scourges is just going to see me burn those Scourges out of my hand. Thank you, Looming Dark Shard. So it's Trap Shoot, the bottom line. Spike Driver, who comes in and gets 10 armor, courtesy of the equipment. Yep. With weapon. So turn 1, let's pull down Harvest. Okie dokie. Let's burn out Make It Rain, because while it is good, I'm not going to be using it this fight. bonk the enemy backline for a bit more harvest. Let's go Firestarter and Pieball for even more. Salvage is salvage. Salvage is scrap metal and another salvage. See what the spike driver has for us. You can give me the larger one because I don't care about its size that much. Turn out the calcified ember. I'll smelt the Firestarter in hand as well, so that this piece of equipment that I give out now goes down with 12 forge. That's 36 on top of the 5/5. Should probably be for the Pious Steward on the bottom line, I think. I think the trap shoot top line's huge. We'll pull down Hef now. And Hef has equipment every turn. We're just short on taking out Chosen Bastion here, unfortunately, which means that it's going to get really annoying on the next floor. He's got lifesteal and 21 damage now. But if I give you... Literally, if I play Pyre Cask on this floor, you die. Thank you, Trader's Quill. See if I can keep the Spike Driver in the front line alive a little longer with just a couple equipment. I mean, yeah, easiest car collapse of all time. I'd love to burn something out of hand here. Gotta be so useful. I guess I can hoist down the one that gives armor to our front line when it attacks. Perfectamundo! Get rid of Vengeful Shard. Get rid of the Vengeful Shard. Bonk! Actually, hang on. Better bonks. Ability of Boom, monster on that floor to die. Then, Hep, with your bonus equipment, I think we should probably make our harvests on this floor mean something. Our harvests, sorry, our etches on this floor mean something. Only able to pull down one more unit. I might as well just pull down a spike driver. And might as well just throw railgun on the top floor. Oh, that's a big mistake, buddy. You're not supposed to come to the top floor. Okay, who do I want to reuse the ability of? I'll make it happen. So yeah, anyone who's not wearing equipment, this is an upgrade for. And anyone who really desperately needs additional health right now. As well. Scrap metal because it can. F gives a big crafted equipment, which I'll just use for its health's sake on Spike Driver. That's all they wrote. And having taken no pyre damage, we are on 10 now. Oh boy. I mean, I want the assembly room bad. And Descended. Okay, so it won't be able to get additional copies of Railgun. Well, I mean, it can get additional copies, it just can't descend them. So they'd stay on the same floor. I want the assembly room, but I also don't think it's necessary at all. Now that the Steel Bully Claw is already yoinking from turn 1. I feel like this is just a massive diversion that does nothing. Yep, it's just a diversion right now, unfortunately. This one's easy, thankfully. I kind of have a soft spot for that shield steward. I'll leave you in the deck for a little bit longer. Got a salvage. The only benefit of 11 over 10 is 25 more gold, so very happy to loot here. Spells gain +3 damage for each upgrade on their card. 3 additional damage for one of the bonks and one of the... Oh, nice. Sizzling. Dragons and whelps. I don't really have dragons or whelps. When he gains Biogel, I'll go with that. After using an ability, friendly units gain armor 3. I have a lot of abilities. Although the additional energy on turn 1's also really good with the... I'll come back for Shell. I'll get it. I'll get it. Ooh, Smelt grants an additional energy from Ember Foundry Crucible. I don't think I need the Sinner Salve because I've got Looming Dark Shard and Smelts in the deck. Abyssal Prism. First time each turn you target a friendly unit with a spell. Non-move effects hit all other friendly units on the floor as well. Highborn Brain Spike is the only thing positively affected by that. Yeah, it's definitely the Foundry Crucible. Annoyingly, I really do think Merchant of Arms so that I can get another weapon that Hef is super interested in equipping. I'd have to make it deployable so that I still get to draw my 4 cost. Oh, you get trample on your upgrade. I did not know that. Or at least I didn't think I knew that. Or maybe I didn't know that. Stoic plate mail with equalizing ring. It'd be a lot of damage to give to a unit, but I don't really want to silence my spike driver like that. I don't think I like any of those for Hef. Echo vaulting the mid lane seems like a bad idea. Glass cannon seems like so much more fragility than I need to give that character at all. Damn. Like, if I know I'm generating enough armor consistently, it doesn't matter, but I don't know that. Damn. Like, I could take glass cannon and make it deployable. It's not bad, because giving it to the Crucible Steward is still, like, a huge amount of, like, etch damage. So you make the glass cannon deployable so the other one gets drawn out and zero costed. Move a fire starter and a salvage. And then I'm gonna remove another salvage and another fire starter. And then I'm gonna remove another fire starter. Final area is 100% got to be that Merchant of Magic, Merchant of Steel. Start a battle ending extreme floor. Annoyingly, I don't have jackstripped yet, so this is how dare you? So annoying. Well, I'm not gonna have much money in the final fight. That's fine. That's fine. I'm okay, and I'm taking it really well. Then we salvage a shard. Salvage a shard. Huge amount of energy out of that. Scrap metal, throw a trap shoot on top line. And take out the bottom line with just the fire cast. Then drop, I guess, Shield Steward and Railgun top. No, Railgun by itself top. Down to bottom this turn? Oh god. All of this was done wrong. First things first. Yoink. Now I would like to actually be harvesting, please. Thank you. What about just big railgun top line? Yeah. Give him the railgun. Blast them away. Oh, Extinguish Forge? Yes, please. Then play the shield. And it's just Piebald, Brain Spike, but whoever wants to refresh their ability. I think that's probably just Salvage Machine, actually. Get another copy of Scrap Metal for a future turn. Like this turn. Gotta get it for a future turn that's almost exactly the same as this one. Got him. Okay, we bring down Hef now. Hef, make a weapon. Hef, please now wield your new weapon for damage. Great. And then top line, you can take the 18 energy. Also, every turn you get 5/5 larger. You have 19 burst on that top line. I mean, yeah, I was never using the capacity of the bottom line ever again. Can definitely yoink a unit down here. Turn forge points off for a bit. Just equip people normally. Hell yeah, I do like the Extinguish Forge. And actually, I didn't have enough to collect the collector without it. Sorry, buddy. I stay ready to bonk. Speaking of, bonk that next line. Yeah, we're at the point where we should salvage the salvage. Then have to grant the forge points in damage. Actually, we'll do health and survivability for the front line. Yeah. I can yoink a spike drive down, but it doesn't seem right. Well, I mean, yeah, it's a harvest trigger for a following turn. Not a bad idea, I guess. And then railgun on top line. 9 more burst, please. You're always extinguished. It's so good. Spike driver. Then we yoink you down, and then I'll take you out myself. Oh, I can just burn the second copy of the... Right, it comes to hand early enough to be copied. Cool. Yeah, I guess just bolster the damage of the backline makes sense to me. And yeah, I'll intentionally hold these. The other one didn't target itself. Why did this one? Huh? Okay, so one of my salvages, if I play it, it gives me another salvage in hand, which I can then burn. Its base cost is 1. There we go. So as long as I can make a selection, I can select the new card, but if I have only one card left in hand, it selects it for me. Wild. Of course, I should actually bonk the enemy first. I've got 7 cards in the deck and I draw 6. Like, I'm pretty likely, there we go, to draw the Pyre Cask that I just had to put back. Alright. We've got Hef surviving, which is all I really need to worry about. Boom! Get him! Now, after all of this, Hef make one more piece of equipment, and bulk up that frontliner. Yeah, we keep a lot more survivable now. So much burst on that top line. Going to absolute waste. Mint condition sentry up there. Well, it's not a sentry, it's a railgun. Yeah. Ashenist's Tome, play steel gun to a unit. Not that bad, but I don't apply enough steel. Boundary line, choose a card, smelt all cards in hand except the chosen card. I already pretty much have control over that. I don't think that's the one I want. Unless there was like a lot of card draw in this deck. This doesn't seem... I'll take it. I gotta worry about gilding cards now as well anyway. Bloodborne Brain Spike isn't too bad. Let's cut this salvage now. And I've got to save. I'll loot after the next fight. To prepare us for the Titans. And yeah, it's left. Quick and multi-strike. You forge an equipment, gain +2 and +2 damage and +2 armor for each forge point spent. Perfect for us. We'll go to Merchant of Steel. I am going to give quick and multi-strike to a Crucible Steward because I already want to increase your damage anyway. I'm also going to give the +20 health to Spike Driver. I'm going to give... Probably give Burst 2 to someone and then use Card Duplicator as my final 2 picks, I guess. I'm gonna give Burst 2 to the Spike Driver. It's not because it's great, but it does increase the size of it by 3/3, and I do want to increase its size by 3/3. There is part of me that wants to put another copy of the upgraded merged equipment in here, because, like, yeah, another strike would really help. There is also a large part of me that says I'm, like, maybe one bonk short of being able to survive the bottom line consistently, and what I should do is just get one more bonk. I'd hate for that to be correct. So I'm doing it. Right, I get to do the second card. Okay, well, fine. Now, there we go, merged equipment. See, everything's fine. Everything always works out. Champion of 7 Trip. Yeah, bud. Shields to top line. I don't think I equipped the glass cannon just yet. Ooh, this is gonna be a good one. Okay, first things first, I'm gonna bonk a Rage Wing. Probably gonna end up using Car Collapse on the bottom line this turn as well. Actually, no, Firestarter and Bonk are enough for the finish. Great. Saves us the bottom line already without doing anything drastic, which, that's great, because I got drastic I could do. We can get drastic. So, if I am going to be just straight up Duncan units here, I really ought to be getting paid for it. Put a Spike Driver on this floor. A little bit of safety. Salvage through the scrap metal. If I can get away without the fire cast, that'll be a better idea. Trap shoot top. Descend Seraph. Get a bunch of Pyre Cask on him. Smelt this salvage from hand, gaining 2 energy, then use that on a Pyreborn Brain Spike to gain another scrap metal turn 1. If you can make a weapon, you don't have to give it to the biggest, baddest that you can see. You don't have to forge it either. Welcome back to the top line. You're still dazed though, so we're all okay. I think heck we're gonna make it rain this turn. Alright, made it rain, handle the bottom line, then I don't dislike the idea of putting Railgun on the top line. But I'll definitely focus on buffing Hef first. And we'll leave a Pireborn Brain Spike in the deck to cycle for the next. There we are. Boundary line. Alright, we're not even losing the front line now. Yeah, it's definitely going to be half. Oh yeah, I could give a bunch of survivability to the Spike Driver. Sounds frankly ideal to me. Oh, I messed up last turn. I was supposed to hoist down the top line so that Railgun was starting to get the buffs from Wanderer's Talisman. Thank you for the machine. Oh, this works out perfectly. Firestarter, now there's no more AoE on the field I have to worry about, then bonk. We'll... I guess I should salvage for a bit as well. Yeah. Salvage a salvage. Salvage a scrap metal. Salvage a foundry line. There's another weapon. Use this with all its forge value for Hef get big job. And then that's 4 more conduit for you, giving the bonk 51 damage so I can take out the only enemy I'm worried about. 8 more for the top line, and we're ready to descend Seraph again next turn. Welcome. Oh, I mean, Car Collapse basically takes the field. Oh, hell yeah. 65 additional shield to our frontliner, that's worth it. Oh no. You went to the top line. You weren't supposed to went to the top line. You really weren't supposed to come to the top line. Now the railgun with a big forged piece of equipment is doing 120 damage 17 times and is going to be killing Hef. Hell yeah. I don't think I need all of those bonks anymore, but also there has to be someone else who's a better removal. Firestarter. The Foundry line is literally just here to get gilded. Loot our 10 horde. Hidden Cop is way too late, unfortunately, but I will take Sizzling Firecracker and Shale Shell. Thank you! So much better. All of my future card rewards. It's probably Split Anvil. 0 costs an entire hand of spells after I play an X cost or X cost. Or Shadow's Sheath. I'll take the Split Anvil. I don't want the Shadow's Sheath to accidentally screw me. Dude, yeah. Alright, the bottom line. That one there. That'll do. Oh my god, another merged equipment turn 1. And an alchemy that'll do nothing for me, so I may as well just burn that. Can salvage. Scrap. Spike Driver to defend the second floor for a turn. I will want to bring Hef down turn 1, because I don't have to worry about the harvests on Salvage Machine. If you don't want to create a weapon, and then I will give you the upgraded weapon first. Tiny little buffs don't mean too much to anyone except for our frontliner, who just gets a bunch of health out of it, so you can have that. I mean, I could start bonking the top line. Don't think that's going to be important, though. And I guess if I'm doing that anyway, I would just use Make It Rain, which I will. There you go. All your spell shield's gone. So finally, Pireborn Brain Spike for resetting an ability. I can use that to get back another Scrap Harvest, ready to get an additional energy next turn. But, like, what am I even using that energy for at this point? I just played the most expensive card in our deck. Maybe I just give a bunch of Avarice to Hef so that I can enjoy Hef having Avarice, even if it's not really going to do too much. There you go, 10 more armor, and then all of these are 0 cost. Woo! 1, 2, 3. That's half of his health on turn 1. Hoist that bad boy down here. Lovely. Our salvage is sick as hell. You're right, Hef. There you go. I gotta make sure I don't give Hef another piece of equipment until I've got a big forge stack, because that's really gonna go off. I mean, this is car collapse. I do think keeping a pyre cask on top makes a lot of sense for us. It's not really going to change anything. Railgun's also not really going to change anything, unfortunately. Like, I'll play it, but it's not going to help. Can salvage the salvage just to gain some energy. I'm waiting to forge on maybe like a 10 or a 15 or something like that. It's going to be really hard for me to get additional forge points at this point, though. Get rid of both of the Curse of Entropy so easily. God, if I can't use these bonks for removal, I don't really have defense. I should probably just do that for the survivability of the Spike Driver, unfortunately. Yeah, can't keep the Archon alive at all, so just bonk and bonk. I mean, yeah, make it rain just solves that entire floor. Hold up. It solves the entire floor, but if I use the bonks instead, I can get some forge points. And I want those. Oh. It's actually really not good for that. It worked out decently by the end. One more Firelight, and then 90 health for the frontliner? Or like 70 more damage, striking 3 times for Hef. Save the frontliner. Hell, yoink a spider down. No reason to let it die for no reason. Just let it die for no reason. No reason. Oh, this is good. 3 bonks and they all removed a target. You gotta love that. Salvage, salvage. Again, it looks like I have to use Heft to basically keep the front liner alive. Which at this point I'm happy to do. We'll end up dying next turn when Savagery comes down. Yeah, I barely have to increase our damage at all to win this now. You want another floor, then pull you down, then bonk. All right, finally. Bunch of armor, bunch of damage. 248 by 3, but just super healthy. And then Dominion's already dead on top. Make it rain. I don't want all this money. Oh, and it's the Pyre Steward that gets the slay at the very end, so we get a little bit of Pyre healing to boost us out of that fight. Hell yeah. Spike Driver Factory was definitely good in terms of, you know, every 2 turns just having a chump to throw on another floor. Sometimes it gives us additional forge. Super useful. Obviously, the steel pulley was incredible. Foundry line was technically in this run. We did a lot of Foundry line things. Like, this art fits this run. It's just we didn't really use the card effect for the card at all. We just used our base deck to do that. Hell yeah. Couple more guilds as well. We're getting close. 1, 2, 5, and then another 7's 12? 12 remaining to guild. Let's head back to our outpost so that I can tell you I'm gonna guild them soon, but until then, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Monster Train 2. Top left is a series playlist for all my content for the game past, present, future. YouTube recommendations are down below. Streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays that are above the thank tier. And a special thanks this episode to Dyla. Hopefully you'll be enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.